everybody. Welcome back to Man to Man the Weatherman's channel. Today we are tracking Tropical Storm Ian. Tropical Storm Ian is continuing to move towards Jamaica and the Cayman Islands and Cuba. Those are the three places that this is supposed to interact with as it moves its journey towards the U.S. As you can see, it's circulating, it's strengthening. It's definitely got that low inside of the convection. This time yesterday, the low pressure on satellite, you could definitely see it, was all well off to the west. I'm sorry, well off to the east. It was well off to the east. The convection was well off to the west. So the low pressure has definitely deepened itself into the center part, or shall I say, convection part of the system. So this could mean that it's going to undergo rapid intensification, which is what the National Hurricane Center is expecting the system to do as it continues to move towards the United States. This could be a big threat for the United States. Let's start talking about models. Okay, the GFS model shows shows Ian coming right up through Cuba into the Pensacola area. This is one of the more unlikely tracks that we're going to be watching. Another track that is a little bit more agreeable is the Icon model. The Icon model shows this making a landfall at 978, moving through portions of the Panhandle of Florida, which looks like to be more of the more likely spot. Anywhere from Naples, I think, up towards Apalachicola or Panama City, which is right over here, I think is the most likely areas to get affected and hit and landfalled by the system. The other model, which is the Euro ECMWF, shows us making a landfall right on St. Petersburg, and then going back out into the Gulf, and then hitting the Panhandle. So it looks like that is another scenario that we could potentially see. The other model, the CMC, mixing a landfall near the Pensacola area, agreeing with the GFS at a 980 millibar system, moving ashore near the Pensacola area, which once again seems to be an unlikely scenario. The other model that does look a little bit more likely or possible is the Navgan model. They show a 974 millibar pressure, which is a very decent amount for this system. So it does look like this could potentially happen. Uh, Moving towards the capital of Florida, which is Tallahassee, and then moving towards the north. And you can see they kind of agree with the Icon model, and then they break apart and go their separate ways, but both still hitting the Panhandle. So we do have to see what does happen. More of the models do show it hitting the Panhandle and Panama City on east, Naples on north. So we do have to see what does happen as of now. That is actually the current code. I gotta remember. I forget, but we'll see that in a little bit. Let's look at the National Hurricane Center spaghetti plots. You can see the National Hurricane Center, all the spaghetti plots right there from all the different models here, showing that most of the models do have it hinting right there um, into the panhandle and a little bit of uh, western Florida. So we do have to see what does happen. As of now, the National Hurricane Center uh, preview, which is right here, the 100, does bring it towards that western track and right into the Panhandle. It looks like the National Hurricane Center does take that western track, which could be possible. We technically want to look right about here for potential areas that this system could go towards. I should have added that area right there. So we do have to see what does happen. As of now, this does look like the system will continue to move, mainly potentially making its landfall right about in here. Those are the likely areas that it could make landfall as of now. But like I said, anything can change because this is well far out. We need to start tracking the system as soon as Monday morning. Monday morning, that is when we need to prepare here in portions of Florida as this system comes closer. Here's the ECMWF, also known as the Euro model, showing its ensembles. They make their ensembles right along here and bring it up here into Florida, Tampa, this Tampa, St. Petersburg area, bringing it back out into the Gulf, and then making its other landfall back into the Tallahassee almost area here. So they have a pretty interesting track, but as you see, most of their ensembles do bring it right into uh, the Northeast and Mid Atlantic. So, like I said in the beginning, or actually I didn't mention this, the Northeast and Mid Atlantic do, and also a little bit of the Midwest. Yeah, a little bit of the Midwest need to be prepared for potential flash flooding, especially the Mid Atlantic with the mountains and all. We could potentially see some uh, big time flash flooding, especially along the Appalachians, right along here into portions portions of New York down towards Georgia. So we do have to watch out for that there for the Appalachian Mountains there. Uh, let's look at the GFS ensembles, which is the GFS ensembles. Their ensembles bring it into the Pensacola area, and that is a very unlikely situation to happen due to the trough that moves through. But their track or their cone does bring this system, uh, like I said, into the central portions of the U.S. and mid-Atlantic. So we do have to watch out. Their track right now does bring it into portions of here and then curving off here. So we have to see what does happen after here, if it goes into these areas or if it curves back or anything uh, in that matter. Another a little bit interesting thing that we should look at is the model intensity guidance. Most models bring this system into category 4 strength. I don't know how much I agree with that. I do think it will be somewhat uh, teasing with category 4 strength. But I definitely do think it will reach category 3, which is forecasted right now. But yeah, I do think it will be teasing with category 4 strength. It might for like 1, 2, or 3 updates or advisories, shall I say. But after that, I don't think about anything of that. The current track of this, as of the 2 p.m. advisory, uh, the location is 14.2 degrees north and 76.2 degrees west. Winds 45 miles per hour, gusts 47 miles per hour, movement west at 16 miles per hour. Now it is 4:46. All right. This will change by the time this video goes out. It will probably be the 5 p.m. advisory. So I mean, that might be coming out as soon as this video is about to end. I'll show you if it does. Okay? But as of now, this is the 2 p.m. current cone. All right? So you can see Saturday, which is the 2 p.m. advisory, we're tracking a 45 mile per hour tropical storm. By tonight, we're tracking a 50 mile per hour storm. These are forecasts. Sunday, we are tracking in the morning a 65 mile per hour tropical storm potentially. And potentially Sunday night, we're tracking category 1 hurricane. Strengthens a lot. And like I said, like the National Hurricane Center is saying, this storm is supposed or forecasted to go under rapid intensification due to the warm amounts of water. We are definitely dealing with some warm waters here in the Caribbean, and we have just been holding on to that water in the Caribbean for the whole season. And here Ian is making its way towards Florida. Monday morning, we're tracking a Category 2 potentially. By that nighttime, evening hour, we're talking Category 2 still, but a little bit more stronger. By this time, we'll be past the Cayman Islands, which Grand Cayman is under a hurricane warning. The eastern flank of the Cayman Islands actually are under tropical storm watch. They have been downgraded. They were under tropical hurricane watch. Jamaica also under hurricane tropical storm watch. Do not know if the storm will be strong enough to prevent tropical storm conditions there. Although maybe the eastern portions there of uh, of Jamaica. Tuesday morning, tracking Category 3 as it passes Cuba, potentially bringing some catastrophic wind damage there and flash flooding for sure. Wednesday, we are tracking a potential Category major hurricane, potentially flirting or teasing with Category 4 strength by that time. By the time it does make its way towards the panhandle, it does look like it will weaken just a bit to a Category 2 just before it makes landfall there near the, I'd say, I don't know my Florida cities that well, but I'd say closer towards the Orlando area and north of Tampa. I'm trying to think, like Gainesville. Yeah, like the Gainesville area. Um, those areas definitely need to watch out for this system moving in. As you can see, the Cayman Islands gonna deal with the system. I actually do think that the eastern flank will go under a tropical storm warning, uh, due to the how close it is to the system than Jamaica and how it turns. Okay, so the minimum central pressure is about 1,003 millibars. Gusts are already in the 47 mph range as it moves towards Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. Now, Grand Cayman Island is currently under hurricane warning, while the western flank of the Cayman Islands are in a tropical storm watch. They have been downgraded, like I said. Jamaica also under that tropical storm watch. Now, uh, these two are these two islands here are both the Cayman Islands. They just have there's just this one is the Grand Cayman Island, which is the main portion of the Cayman Islands. Let's look at future radar here for you. Tuesday at 2 p.m., we're tracking some rainfall, heavy rainfall for portions of Key West and some thunderstorms north of Tampa. We're going to definitely see some thunderstorms ahead of the hurricane here, or now for now, tropical storm, but as it comes closer, hurricane. We're going to be tracking some stronger winds near Key West, Miami-Dade counties, and some of those counties, Tampa County. I don't know if that's a county. I think it might be. I know that St. Petersburg is a county. Uh, yeah, but I don't know about that. But anyways, we're tracking this as it continues to move through the areas. And I think that there will be by this time some tropical storm force gusts, as it moves towards Key West, mainly. As we move the clock here for you, about 11 a.m. Okay, 11 a.m. We're going to be tracking the system here, and it's going to have some of that hurricane characteristics. Like I said, this model likes to bring it a little bit stronger than uh, than forecasted. Okay, but as of now, it does look like a 990 millibar system moving towards Tampa and Gainesville, Manatee County, and Hillsborough County. Okay, these places are right now going to get a potential brunt of the system. But right now, Monroe County, which is Key West County, no, which is a part of Key West, so Monroe County, getting hit hardest out of anyone. Key West, you'll probably see some storm surge from the system. About 5 p.m. Wednesday, this system is bringing heavy rainfall. Okay, anywhere from Pasco County on down to Monroe County. We are tracking and east, okay? We are tracking heavy rainfall. So Orlando, okay, in Orange County, we are going to be seeing this system. So anybody going to Disneyland, or is it Disney World? I forget. Anybody going to Disneyland? I believe it's Disneyland. I think so. I don't know. I believe it's Disneyland. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So anybody going to Disneyland, okay? Uh, be prepared for potential strong winds. I'm pretty sure the park will be closed. Okay, that's gonna definitely be closed. But anybody going to like a park to just go in the hurricane, or anybody just going out to just be in the hurricane, use caution. And I would suggest not to do that. But some people like to do that. So if you are, use caution and be mindful. Okay. By about 8 a.m. Thursday, we're tracking this system. This model likes to bring it to 983 before it makes its landfall. So it does show a strong system with some heavy rainfall. The capital of Florida looks like it will be getting a big guy wall there for you. Um, but as of now, it does look like the flash flooding threat remains in South Florida. But the strong damaging winds remain the whole, basically almost the whole state, just excluding, I know these counties' name, I think, Santa Rosa, Walton, Bay, Gulf counties, Holmes, Jackson counties. No, actually, Jackson County might actually get in the eye wall, so who knows? But you'll definitely get some heavy rainfall there. Maybe some tropical storm force gusts. Sustained winds, though, do seem to be from Franklin County on east, or Franklin to Liberty counties on east. So Apalachicola, maybe even Panama City. So Bay counties, Washington counties, and Holmes counties on east. Okay, um, and then about 2 p.m. this it makes landfall near the Gainesville area. Okay, and it continues to move towards the northeast. Okay, it moves into the Georgia area. We could potentially see some flash flooding for these areas. It does look like, though, we do have a training a bit. This model likes to keep a lot of heavy rainfall for portions of Glades County. I think that's Glades. Highland County, uh, and Martin County. Okay, so we could see potential flash flooding there, and we have to watch out for this system. And by this time, actually, I'm going to just show you here. It does look like right about here, we are going to potentially see some thunderstorms and potential tornadoes. So I do think on this line there, from basically here, a lot of here, and then to here, I can actually show you here. So I think anybody from here will be the likely areas to see some tornadoes as the system departs towards the north. Okay, so we will see what does happen. But as of now, this is the projected forecasts of these areas. I might actually have to put that tornado potential up towards these areas. I should do counties, but anyways, uh, so those are the areas that we are tracking to see the potential tornado areas. I think the whole state, besides um, the Washington and the Holmes. No, that was okay. So yeah, the Washington Bay and Holmes counties on east. Like I said, will most likely see that strong damaging wind effect. So the whole state needs to prepare. Like I don't know if I mentioned already, but the whole state needs to be prepared for the potential of this hitting the area. This storm is going to be huge, and it's going to be so big that it can impact the whole state. All right, so we do have to watch out, and especially coastlines. I think every single coastline in Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, all the way up to the East Coast. So Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, and Rhode Island and Massachusetts need to prepare for this system. Even Mexico, Bahamas, anybody along the eastern and southern coasts need to watch out for high surf. The storm is going to be very powerful. It's going to pack a lot of high surf. Texas, I don't know, maybe a little bit of Texas, but definitely Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, all along the East Coast, excluding Vermont. I'm sorry, New Hampshire and Maine. Okay, so we are going to track this strong system. It moves up towards the coast there. I want to just see really quickly. You can see how it does. How this model likes to bring this storm system just to the west. Let's actually go back to the beginning, right here. It has the system here, and then it has the system there, and then it has the system right there. Okay. So this model likes to bring in about right here. So this model looks like it will take a little bit of a curve right on in. So we have to see what does happen, like I said. But yeah, we're tracking the system. It does look like it will be a very heavy flash flood maker for these areas. Let's go actually go right back here. As you can see, the hurricane warnings right there. No, wrong one. Okay, and yeah, actually, it does look like we just got a new advisory. Okay, so we just got a new advisory for Ian. 5 p.m. 45-mile-per-hour winds, moving west, still at 16. Do we have a new cone? We have a new cone. Okay, so tropical storm watches have been dropped. Have been dropped for Jamaica, like I was saying. It does look like it did get dropped there for us. Uh, Now the National Hurricane Center does like to bring this right away from Cuba. So this could strengthen into a major hurricane like it shows for you. And now it has portions of the panhandle now getting hit. So we do have to see what does happen there. As of now, who knows? Uh, let's actually see. Is this still the same one? 6A. I don't know. 6A. This run or model. No, this is advisory 7. Okay. Okay, so no, this is advisory 7. So this is advisory 6A. So this is not the right one. But I would love to see what the major hurricanes thing is. I don't know if there's anything else for that to see, but you can see the tropical storm force winds have been low for a long time. I'm probably expect. I'm pretty much at this time expecting this to um almost explode. Not explode. Intensify is the right word I should have said. Uh, uh, I do think that this will go hurricane rapid intensification, go under rapid intensification as it passes over Jamaica, not over Jamaica, to the west of Jamaica. Uh, so we have to see this is a very interesting storm, and we have to see what does happen. Uh, it just it's just a very very difficult forecast. You can't really forecast this stuff because it's very far out. So we have to see what does happen. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Let's see if we got this to upload. I was just waiting just a little bit. Nope. Okay. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Um, I don't know if there's really anything that. Yeah, no, there's not. Well, thank you all so much for watching this video today, and I hope you all have a great day. And yes, if you live in Florida, or actually, I'm just gonna make a quick one right here. If you live really anywhere in these areas, all right, anywhere is in those areas, uh, and also in these areas. Okay, these are the areas that need to watch. I should have just okay. In these areas, these are the areas that need to watch out for potential heavy rainfall, flash flooding. These are the areas that really need to watch out for flash flooding. These are the areas that need to watch out for some tornadic activity and potentially even some potential tornadic activity along the shores here. These are the areas that need to watch out for potential high rip currents. Okay, the whole state of Florida, Louisiana, a little bit of Texas there. Okay, those are the areas that need to watch out. Does look like some strong winds will be likely around these areas. Okay, so we can actually quickly, because I want to wrap up this video, but quickly look at the CPC, which is the Climate Prediction Center, and you can see that on the wind outlook from 8 to 10, 8 to 14, which is from this system, they do have a moderate for portions of New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, a little bit of South Carolina, Connecticut, New York, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. They have a slight from Massachusetts down to Pennsylvania into North Carolina, and I'm gonna say this with confidence, but I'm gonna say Myrtle Beach. I don't know if it shows Myrtle Beach. I can't really see. Okay, yes, it does show Myrtle Beach. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so we do have that slight risk there for Myrtle Beach. So we have to watch out there for Myrtle Beach. Basically from Myrtle Beach up to Boston. Okay, from Wilmington up to Providence. We have to watch out for some stronger gusts. So we do have to watch out for the system. Okay. Let's see if this loaded in. No, it's still. I don't know if that will upload for another good 25 minutes, but not 25 minutes, 5 minutes. But yes, thank you all so much for watching. If you live in those areas, please, 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 uh, be safe. And I will have a new update for you for this system. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.